your fault.
No, it's not. Don't go there. OpTic take pistol, so they'll buy down. Cloud9, they've got Deagles out for this round, so tapping some heads probably in towards this next round. They are going for that mid control, and Alu will be the man to try and take the frags right back. They've also got one man, HSS, or HS, I should say. Here, going to go ahead and back him up, but Cloud9 initially looking towards this A-site split. See if they can try and make this work. Bomb plant would be pretty fantastic for the T side, although HS will strike first.
Yeah, nice opening blood. We'll see how this is going to work out for C9 now. They didn't invest anything. Well, correction, they didn't invest much due to getting that bomb plant. And Mixwell wants to farm with his UMP, able to find automatic as he's going to try to swing for the second. But he has support from Alu from Catwalk, so this surely should be an OpTic Gaming round. And as I say that, Tarek actually finds two. And if HS peeks this, he's low. Tarek could have picked up a third, but it looks like OpTic Gaming are now going to fall off of these fights and just hold the extremities.
Fribo around this corner can take Tarek down. Now just looking for Skadoodle as the last man alive. Will get taken out by HS. Low HP, still managed to take the risk, still managed to take the peaks and find himself the kills. So now 2-0 to the favor of OpTic. Cloud9. Money not quite sitting right here for the T side. They will hold back for a basic eco. Wait for that rifle round to come to be. So, you know, standard CS, standard conversion rounds as we expect to see here. Yeah, great start from OpTic to keep themselves together after they lost some series against Cloud9. You know, that's kind of what you want to see, you know? You want to be hoping to God that you don't lose the pistol and then map 1 and then map 2. They could catch players off guard, though, here as Mixwell will go aggressive and actually does get taken down by Rush. Rush even gonna chime in with a double kill. Nicely done.
Jess is going to try to bring it back. He gets one from Connector, has Freiberg towards Catwalk, and he just gets deleted from Stu with that MP9. So good damage dealt from C9 for having only a couple upgraded pistols and a flash. I mean, they baited the player to push top mid beautifully. They had the flash, the push, the trades, and they even got down towards bottom connector and continued to do damage. So C9, although without having rifles, they're still able to deal a significant amount of damage. Now OpTic Gaming are going to get their M4s out. They'll even get the op out of Mixwell, and vice versa goes for C9. So this is the real power round now, and we'll see if C9 are going to be able to continue that damage.
AWP for both teams. Mixwell holding it down for OpTic. Cloud9 have Skadoodle out with the AWP. He's looking down mid, and Mixwell is also looking down mid from that short position over for the B site push with a little bit of utility to try and see if you can hold off Cloud9 from taking that early mid control. And yeah, they will be held back towards the top end of the stack. Great start once again for OpTic. Just kind of hoping that Cloud9 don't find their way into necessary angles. Just waiting for the setup to come on through. They have taken quite a lot of map control for their own right. They've got 2 players in connector in case Cloud9 do go towards underpass and do manage to gain that mid control. In fact, Stewie will be there. HS will be able to shut him down. So already opening pick alongside Mixwell. That's 2 picks for OpTic and a 3-on-5.
Well, that's a great way to start off the round. Automatic. Gonna try to find something for C9. They do still have time on the board, but Mixwell is just posted up on this angle. Spots automatic. Actually dinked through the wall down to 7. And Freiberg, although there's 5 up for OpTic, no one really close enough to rotate in a moment's notice. So it's just Freiberg alone to hold this. And Rush is slowly going to work his way out. He may catch if he checks towards Fan. No, Freiberg's off angle's good enough. And he's able to fall back in towards the site without getting traded. Automatic now. Working up Catwalk. Keep an eye on Freiberg. He's still alive and still kicking back sight and looking to deal more damage. Automatic, though, will find the headshot. Freiberg just peeks Catwalk at the poor timing. But OpTic Gaming's trades have been on point as it gets a little awkward with Skadoodle. Eats a nade, gonna try to stick this plan actually as he's gonna bait Magisk out. Magisk finds the final, a little hectic. As OpTic Gaming didn't have anyone to help Freiberg out, you know, at a moment's notice. They do end up pulling rotations and just having, due to getting the 2 opening clean picks, they had the numbers for trades, but it certainly came close. C9 are hitting some shots, but OpTic Gaming, a great hold and good backup. And more importantly, their trades are on point right now.
Cloud9 bringing these rounds very, very closely. You know, as you said, the trades are very, very good here for the T side. How much you managed to whittle OpTic down to very, very little amounts of economy. Only $2,850 on Alu as the main rich man, the main bit of money banks for OpTic. So Yeah, Cloud9 can break this economy in the next couple of rounds. Probably not this one, or actually maybe it might be a possibility considering that their pistol play has also been rather good. So Stewie will enter. Freiburg will be there for the defensive. Flashbang will keep him blind for a couple of seconds. He will spray on towards 2, taking down 2. Bomb still yet to make his way on through. Skadoodle does take Freiburg out of the mix, but Mixwell is also there to frag right back. So Ormac and Skadoodle, last 2 alive, should get picked apart by these rifles, and indeed they will do. 5-0. Great start for OpTic.
Yeah, clean stuff from OpTic. Not playing too aggressive beginning of the round. You know, just playing basic CS, standard CS. Now the AKs will come back out from C9. The Op will continue to be in Mixwell and Alu's hands. And Skadoodle gets his own back out. We saw him do a little bit of a whiff city before on B site towards Market. As it is a quick 5-0 to start this game off. C9 still have plenty of utility to shuffle into an execution into this round. But it looks like a default across the map for now with the bomb holding towards top mid. But OpTic Gaming showing some aggression, showing some grit so far on the CT side, and they're going to show you why. And this powerhouse lineup will just push and get the opening frag on you, just like that. So Rush, caught out towards Palace, no help, no support. He'll get dropped. And again, this is OpTic Gaming starting the round off with a clean opener.
A nice 2-man pushing towards Palace. You often expect to see one player pushing, and either the trade will go towards their favor or it won't. You never really know. But with OpTic pushing 2 players there, it kind of guarantees that they take a man advantage against Cloud9. So great start once again for the CT side. And they've been doing pretty good towards these round starts. 5-0 up still against Cloud9. 5-on-4 situation as the T's have taken mid control. They've got 60 seconds to work with, and Freiburg is catching information up and towards the apps. Automatic does go ahead and rotate back away. Just leaving it up towards the T side to take that mid control. Again, they've got options, B, A. A lot of opportunities here for Cloud9. They're still only 5 rounds down. Only 1-man disadvantage here. OpTic setting up a defensive. Cloud9, a little bit of utility towards connector. It looks like it might just be a B site hit with the bomb on its way to short.
Yeah, Stewie going to play on the back of their smoke there through towards top connector. As Ska and Co will work up towards Catwalk. OpTic Gaming have a good read on this. Mixwell was holding it, but Ska just out-peaks him. So he's going to find that opener. And then just is going to swing from back door, and still trade's going OpTic Gaming's favor. Freiburg, just a rock towards the B site. Waiting for someone to challenge him. Waiting for someone to at least take his head off. He's found 2 C9 players. Stewie still knows where he is, but with 4 seconds, even if he finds this frag, Alu is not going to peek. Alu is out of there. Through Supermarket and back in towards CT. Stewie will take an op for his troubles, but that's an OpTic Gaming 6th round. C9. Their spacing just looks a little off. Again, it could be first game jitters. It can be just OpTic Gaming having just so much information throughout the entire round and not really getting challenged from C9. They get good rotations in. They know exactly what's happening. And C9 so far have just been falling into these rotations of OpTic Gaming pretty much every single round. And, well, I guess I can also mention the opening pick potential from OpTic Gaming. That's happened every round as well. So it's been rough for C9.
In that last round as well, you know, they had 2 players pushing in towards Palace, and you know, from there, Cloud9, once they lost that opening pick, they got really, really timid, tried to take some control up taps, and then once the man up there got spotted, they went their way back in towards mid, took slow mid control, and then by the time the site hit came on through, OpTic just shut everything down. So it was easy as for the CT side to take control. This time, however, Cloud9 will get the opener. Tarek onto Freiburg, chucks him out of the server, and actually gains quite a decent amount of map control for Cloud9. They push the CTs away from B side. They have got the AWP and Mixwell watching the cross, trying to block off any players that do come through. But fortunately, Cloud9 are making their way in towards the A side, so they don't have to worry about him too much. They have to worry about Mixwell. Actually, no, both AWPs are on the A site instead. Actually, that's the very, very odd positioning from OpTic, not putting an AWP for either side. That could actually end up to their detriment. 2 players here to defend, 2 M4s, as the A hit comes in from the Cloud9 side.
HS just going to be holding towards mid-window as Stewie lurks up towards connector. Magiska's already tagged down to 14. HS is going to peek. Stewie goes down, and now HS is going to wait for rotations to come through. Magisk somehow on 14 HP gets on top of the smoke and makes it work as Mixwell gets boosted, punishes Rush, automatic stuck in the planning animation, and it's all too easy for OpTic Gaming. Coordination is on point, looking like a tap dancing team out here as Tarek is the last man remaining, and this is 7 for OpTic Gaming as C9. They're getting the plants. They get a chance to go into post plants, but OpTic Gaming's trade potential and firepower is just hitting everything right now. That's really all you can say. They're hitting their shots. They take the one-on-one duels, and right now OpTic Gaming are winning them all.
Yeah, much better showing from OpTic. They have, of course, lost 4 maps consecutively against Cloud9, so this is a very, very good showing for them to kick things off in this first map of the series. So 7-0 up, Cloud9 still yet to score out to the AKs, and it looks like it's going to be a basic ace execution because, you know, at this point they've tried the strategies, they've tried going for the defaults and the picks, they just haven't gone towards their favor. So 5 players here, stacking in towards Palace and Ramp. Looks like it's just going to be an execution. 1 man here directly to deal with it. That's Majus. He can get a quick rotation coming in from an AWP, a Mixo on HS himself in towards Connector. But yeah, all these smokes will ring on through, kind of block off the CT vision. Majus trying to get everything he can, but Rush will push out. Try to see if he can find this frag in Connector. He's very, very close, but the smokes are giving the CTs an unexpected amount of cover as Rush does catch HS moving up into the stairs area. Opening pick, the bomb will go down. Cloud9 in a very, very nice after plant position here.
Only a flash to hold it. But just peeking like that certainly leans in their favor. As we may not even see OpTic go for this. No, they're not. They have. Now this is some restraint from a team that's won 7 rounds in a row, and you can just see the economy damage C9 have been able to do. Although OpTic Gaming have won 7, they've gotten that nice juicy reward for winning around every one of these rounds. C9 are just on the verge of breaking them, every single one. So it's been a fight for OpTic Gaming. So not even going for that retake shows how restrained they are. And C9 will finally get around on the board, Jay.
Yeah, and again, it comes down to what Cloud9 were really doing with the rifles, with the pistols, managing to get 3 picks, 4 picks, whittle OpTic Gaming down to very, very few players by the end of it. So they did okay, you know, they're doing all right, all things considered. Yes, they've lost 7 rounds in a row, but yeah, quick timeout for Cloud9 to kind of think about where they approach this next round, because obviously they've gotten a round. It's now down to a single loss bonus if they end up losing it. So reset potential here for OpTic. They can shut down Cloud9. That's not really where this T side wants to get going here. That's just basic pistols out. Then we're looking down double digits to 1.
Oh, do you hear that, Jay?
And,
do you hear that?
I don't.
C9 have woken up. Their alarm's going off. They've woken up. They've taken a pause. It's starting now, baby.
Well played. Well played.
You got to take the wins when you can get them, am I right?
Yeah. I got nothing else to add to that.
I'm a caster that doesn't get out much. What do you want from me?
7-1 OpTic. Cloud9 into a default. Let's see if they just don't end up getting reset.
That would hurt. Expensive double up setup. Only $2,500 on Olu. That's the most. He seems to just be the piggy bank for OpTic Gaming. As HS is going to get aggressive in A ramp. OpTic Gaming have done a nice job of showing aggression on their CT side, and that's going to continue. And you can see how aware Automatic and Cloud9 are of this. Their default holding for these pushes. With Automatic only getting 1, it's a win for C9, however, until Mixwell hits that banger of a shot as he falls all the way back towards Van. So C9, they knew the aggression was coming, they punished it, and a 1-for-1 is favorable in the T side. But when that shot gets pushed, when Mixwell pushes like that and finds that shot, immediately goes back to OpTic Gaming's favor.
60 seconds left for the remaining of Cloud9 to try and hit the A site. Alu's really tempted to push there, and if he found that kill, then that would have just been tragic for the T side. 4 on 3. Bomb will make his way. It is in mid. Freiburg, of course, smoking down, ensuring that they cannot get control of short. But this is going to be an A site here. Alu's already calling this one out, but misses his first AWP shot. Eventually, HS will gain control, but yeah, just locking down from the CTs. And just as soon as Cloud9 wake up, they go back to sleep, just like putting the snooze on that alarm button. 8-1. That's going to be a reset. Oh no, Cloud9 building up economy. Should have a buyback here.
That was smooth, man. That's that British flair.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, they've been hitting snooze for about 40 years. Lack utility coming up from C9. They got decent firepower. They op out on Skadoodle. 1 Galil on Stewie. At least they got smokes on everyone, so there is a chance for an execution. Downmax's gonna swing. There's the aggression from OpTic Gaming. And finally C9 are able to punish it. Finally they're able to pull that beginning of the round into their favor, instead of vice versa, where OpTic Gaming have been having success with the opening picks. C9 will finally take a small W and a small victory of their own, being 1 man up. And we'll see if they're going to group and go in execution. However, Freiburg wants to peek towards Catwalk, but all the pressure and all of the legs are moving towards Upper B.
A double up for OpTic to play with here. Freiburg, of course, has backup in the form of Alu. He's got to look towards the apps area. He's got to try and cut off these Ts as they make their way in. Tarek, first man through, spots Alu, but doesn't know that Freiberg's on the other side of the site. If they get that bomb information, and Mixwell can come back and support. Alu gets the opener, but does get traded back by Stewie. Rush coming on through. Freiberg, close range, should get shut down here. Yes, he does. 1 versus 2 situation for the AWP, and Mixwell is making his way in towards apps for a backstab situation, but yeah, very, very, very unwinnable situation here. Unless he found himself a rifle, might be able to spray down players, but triple kill clutch for the man. Looks like he's holding back, looking for exits. This should be a second for Cloud9. So yeah, they wake up, go back to sleep, wake back up again, ready to go to work.
And rounds like this, when you're able to trade, hurts the CTs more than it does the Ts. So this is ideal for C9. If they can keep Skadoodle in the op in his hand, Mixwell's just looking to deal some damage here. He knows he probably doesn't have a chance to get in that bomb and defuse it, but dropping some rifles is ideal in this situation. Holding the cross towards Market and the cross to Catwalk, he'll have an easy shot on Rush. So that's 1 more rifle down. They're only going to be able to save the op. And we may even see OpTic Gaming buy into this. Mixwell can drop a rifle. Freiberg can get one on the board. Alu can buy one himself. Knowing C9 are going to have a few players with just AKs and very little utility, I mean, this is an ideal buy. Plus, I know they've probably just broken C9 to the point where they'll be down to $50 a piece. Galil comes back out from Stewie, so he can get a little more utility. So this is ideal for OpTic Gaming. They'll buy. They'll be they like having a bit more mollies. I don't know. Even on a buy like this, I still think OpTic will be aggressive. As Freiberg starts to be, Mixwell gets mollied off, but his smoke cancels it immediately. As he's looking for the opening pick towards top mid, and a leg is all he finds. Automatic goes down to 16.
Yeah, you predicted it correctly. They are going to go aggressive. OpTic straight in towards that mid control. AWP doesn't get automatic 100%, but I mean, he's still taking the 16 HP, so, you know, that's something, all right. That's a major disadvantage for Cloud9, trying to see if they can frag back on Freiberg. Doesn't quite find it. Single AWP from Mixwell may look for that mid control of his own accord, but Cloud9 have got it as well. Top mid, underpass on stack bomb, yet to make its way into a commitment. It's on the back of Skadoodle. This looks to be an A split here, with Rush leading. A quick rotation from the T side. 60 seconds for them to make this work. They've got 2 smokes, 3 flashbangs to make it work, and that's going to be kind of limited in terms of how much vision you can block with those smokes. So yeah, it will be a very, very hard hit from Cloud9, but they will go for it regardless. Tarek, Skadoodle, pop them. Flashbang comes out. Magisk and Freiberg holding very, very passive, waiting for it. Magisk will spray down the first, not the second. Tarek does get that trade, and Freiberg gets 10 to 23 HP. Oh, Mac and Rush come up with 2 kills. It's a 2 versus 4. One will go down. That should be Cloud9's third.
I think this is going to be an instant save call from OpTic Gaming. Unless HS can find some kind of frag. Also, forgive me, chat, for a sniffle. You didn't hear it, Jamie, because I'm using push-to-talk. But I have an open mic because I'm doing production as well. So, chat, forgive me, all right? Listen, you can monka us away. We're not enabling it, as HS is going to run all the way back to B site. We'll meet up with Mixwell, and C9 will keep 4 members alive. So, trading back-to-back rounds. Now C9 will string 2 together for the first time in this match. And it's starting to evolve into something here.
A slow start from Cloud9, but as you said, starting to get something together. As well as that, they keep 4 players alive, so they can start building that economy. They've laid the foundations now. So, T-side, a good couple of victories. OpTic not in a position to buy. Orphan M4 saved. I mean, they could theoretically force buy around this to try to give it a better option of, you know, doing something in this round, but what can they really get out? A couple SMGs, bit of utility, maybe upgraded pistols and armor. Yeah, P250 coming out from Majors, and that's all they will have here for OpTic. So, in theory, this should be a 4th round for OpTic, mostly playing HS and Mixwell in positions where they can get those picks. Do some damage to Cloud9, but yeah, not much more than that available. Freiberg will prove the point. Just spamming shots through the smoke, hoping that a stray one does land a dink. But that won't even lead to a kill here for OpTic.
C9 just going to play safe. They know they've broken OpTic, and 2 players saved, so they're just going to hold for these opening kind of plays OpTic are going to have to make with an op and a rifle. For now, they are just going to be playing very passive with the op and rifle saved. Although they have pushed out a ramp, so Mixwell is going to actually get aggressive with it. I'm a liar. As he's pushed out towards a ramp, peeking towards T-spawn. Now Stewie finds Freiberg. That's okay, he only had a USP, so no potential for damage there. Magisk is just going to hold towards murder hole. So OpTic Gaming, having all the information, pushing out a ramp, they can't really do anything on the back of it. Knowing mid control is completely given up, and OpTic Gaming have no one there to really peek and gain anything off of it, they can't really over-rotate. They can't afford to. They have to stack with these pistols and rifle. And as the round starts to tick away and the clock starts to dwindle, looks like C9 are going to head towards the B site.
HS does catch Stewie. Nice start for OpTic, at least to turn to a 4 versus 4, but they've only got one man here on the B site. Azali with the USP. Nothing you're going to be able to do in this situation. Bomb will go down. 4 versus 3. HS could put the A. Never mind. He's not going to put the AK to use. May just will also get taken down, so Mixwell just look for exits. Catches one man off, but runs away just as quickly. Cloud9. 4th round on the board. 3 players staying alive. And yeah, a round we were expecting to go to the favor of Cloud9. Not really anything too spectacular from OpTic. I was kind of hoping HS would put that AK to work, maybe see if he could, you know, put some damage on the board, you know, any extra kills, taking a 3rd player away from Cloud9 would have been fantastic, but not to be. 8-4 to 8-4 to the favor of OpTic Gaming.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Have a little vocal stroke?
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us. Mixwell through a murder hole, and he will fall. That's exactly why I call it murder hole. You crouch, you get slowed, you perish. At C9, you're right, we'll get a 4th round. And it's actually going to be a pause called from OpTic Gaming. One of their 4 will be used. They have enough cash to get a buy into round 13. At least armor and M4s for everybody. What they want to do behind it is entirely up to them. I imagine the aggression won't change. We've seen them push A ramp, palace, mid, Mixwell peeking towards B with an op. We haven't seen any underpass play yet, but I mean, OpTic Gaming have been everywhere, and C9's default really depicts that. If they're not going for an early execution or an early push towards the site, very safe defaults to C9 running, knowing OpTic Gaming are going to be pushing and trying to find a clean opener. So we'll see what OpTic Gaming are going to change up here.
Obviously taking that tactical pause because they do have their buyback here. Trying to be thinking about really what they want to do here, how they're going to stop Cloud9 from allowing this scoreline to spiral out of control. You know, they had the half in the bag. You know, they took 7 rounds in a row. They were doing pretty fantastic, but now it's kind of sort of dwindled away, and they're just leaving it up to Cloud9 to start building a decent T side. They can shut that down, then that would be fantastic. So pause understandable in this instance. They are going in for their default split, as is Cloud9 going in towards their default aggression. 3 players up towards mid, 1 in Palace, looking for OpTic players to also push. But they've done that once this match. It doesn't look like they'll go for it again. And 1 also in towards the apps area. Bomb will make his way in towards the A site. Looks like it should be another A site hit. They have got the smokes available for it. Much better execution for a Cloud9 this time if they went for it. They'll have to run through Magisk and Mixwell. No AWP on them this time, so just the M4s to lock out a crossfire.
We'll see now. They'll be lining up their smokes. Magisk towards his CT position. He loves to play the spot. OpTic Gaming playing a retake A pretty much every rifle round for the most part. And nothing has really changed in this round. Mixwell just worried about connector. Now he may wait for a flash to come through from Magisk and peek and swing towards the bench side. Really looks like he's content to just hold the smoke, not let anyone push in towards connector / jungle, which would really damage rotations from OpTic Gaming, as Magisk is going to be playing the gap in the smoke as Automatic tries to plant back. Default, Mixwell punishes, and he punishes hard as he finds 2, even a 3rd. Catches Tarek just taking a little bit of a nap, a little bit of a hiatus vacation on top stairs, and all of a sudden, what looked like a clean execution turns around thanks to Mixwell. And Skadoodle's alone. He's got 2, but now he has a bullet to the dome, as OpTic Gaming will get a 9th. They take a pause, they play retake A, and Mixwell just made it look all too easy.
Quite a lot of damage from Skadoodle. You've got to give him credit where it counts. 3 kills for the man alone. Actually puts a lot of damage back on OpTic, and Cloud9 will keep them modest. So, yes, they will get forced away the rifle round, but AWP for AKs can come back into play for Cloud9, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. For OpTic, they're really going to be sweating this one because they are still at reset potential. Just the amount of damage that one single man, Cloud9, could do on that particular round puts them at such shaky territory. So Cloud9, if they play this carefully, if they play this good, then they actually could work out to their favor, not just in terms of this round, but in terms of the grand scheme of things, could reset them for that final round of the half. Round 14, 9-4. 2 OpTic so far, just working off of that early lead that they took in the half. Still looking down 11-4 is the best case scenario for that CT side. Opening, Mixwell does spot 1 man in towards Palace, but no entry other than that. Bomb still yet to commit. They may actually try sell the fake towards A here.
Yeah, they're going to commit to this. I imagine all 3 players will run out towards site. They could go for a jungle push and try to push in towards market. Skadoodle Automatic just falling silently towards the B apartments, and there you have it. They're going to start the push towards jungle, if not CT. Mixwell with the boost. So now they know there's 2 CT, and Alu's going to rotate over towards A as soon as they get that pick. But the bomb is also thinking about rotating back to A. So C9 fake, kind of just, the brakes got pumped from OpTic Gaming. They pulled the handbrake on this fake. As Automatic gets out to B, calls out it's empty now. If he finds Freiburg, that's a free B site. But the bomb is still going to commit towards A, where there's 3 players CT. All over the place is C9, as trade frags will continue to go in towards C9's favor until Mixwell, it's a swelling of a shot onto Skadoodle and even finds Stewie. Now it is just Automatic in a 1v2 around where they had a sight, they had control, but don't rotate back, and Automatic perishes to Alu. Although time started to become an issue, but it was all over the place for C9.
That's also a reset for C9 as well. After first buy, of course, it is the last round of the half. 15 on the board, and this is actually looking like it will be an 11-4 scoreline. Favor to OpTic, of course. So CT side get Cloud9, do what they can, see if they can get that 5th round. If they can steal it away, then that'll be fantastic for them. They are setting up for the B site a basic as B site hit. They've got 5 smokes, so they can do. They do have some more options available for them here. And most likely smoke on across or shut down market or short. And just kind of a very, very quick hit coming in from Cloud9. Freiburg close range with this SMG should be able to do some serious damage. Grenade does tag a few players down, but he does go falling, so the retake has to be on from the CT side. Bomb for Skadoodle, planted down. Mixwell and Magic's first 2 to respond. 2 others will rotate in towards short. Let's see what OpTic can do here. Cloud9 have got a plan.
They even re-smoke towards market door, so OpTic Gaming looks like they may have a, you know, I was going to say difficult retake, but that molly is not going to make it. It's going to make life a lot easier. Automatic can only get 1 with a CZ. As OpTic Gaming using utility appropriately, making this retake easy on themselves and difficult on C9, but all of a sudden it's a 1v1. Magist Boy is just going to stick this plant, trying to bait out Stewie, but Stewie's done a nice job, made a sound cue. Magist gets off it, and that's round. That's half. So a 10-5 half, C9. From a rocky 7-0 start, brought it back, string 3 together. But OpTic Gaming, still looking good. I mean, all in all, their aggression paid off. Most rounds, the retake A, I think, worked a majority of the time with Mixwell and Magist Boy having nice individual plays. And Freiburg goes a rock towards B. C9 are going to have to find some footing on the CT side because I think OpTic Gaming are coming at them. I think it's going to be pure aggression as soon as rifles come out.
And vice versa for the other side as well. Cloud9 not doing that bad their own right. Stewie in particular in that last round. Mad props to him to play for time, try and force Magisk into a position where he was a little bit unconfident towards his defuse, so that basically saved Cloud9 that 5th now. As OpTic will look for another quick pistol execution. Stewie's going to catch players off, headshots, the 3s. All Freiburg and Magisk. They will get picks back, but I mean, the CTs will lock this out. This is an easy round for Cloud9 and a huge round for Stewie in particular.
Yeah, it's nice to pick up a pistol round after the first half necessarily didn't go the way you wanted it to go. So now they're going to be able to find their footing early, see if they can transition this into stringing some rounds together, make it more of a competitive match. As the first half, you know, an average scoreline, they did want a few more rounds. As OpTic Gaming will buy up the typical upgraded pistols. We'll see Alu just getting a smoke as he's going to be saving for the op in the first rifle round. And this is a FAMAS party from C9. No SMGs. I mean, each team, due to the buffing of the UMP, now have their own 2nd round buy. As this is just a rush plant strat from OpTic Gaming. Smoke stairs, smoke towards jungle, and just trying to stick this plant back triple, and it worked beautifully. So they get the bomb down, as Stewie spots 2 crossing towards CT. A great flash in coming towards CT, but Automatic coming a little late. The flash won't catch him, and he gets an easy 2 frags.
2 versus 5 now. Favor to Cloud9. This should be a retake that works out to the favor. They've got 1 man towards the firebox. But Rush doesn't even need to stabilize his shot. He can jump up and still take out HS. Alu completely out of position. Trying to take out Tarek, but no armor, no better pistol. Nothing really to work with. This will be a defuse for Cloud9 as they take themselves a 7th round on the board for the CT side. OpTic, 4 sport in that last round. They got the bomb plant, sure, but they do have to eco for this one. It means a better buy for the rifle round. You know, not so limited on the utility. The AKs can come through. For now, it should be a 10-8 favor to OpTic still, but again, looking towards that rifle round is the most important factor in this half.
We'll see if these Eagles can deal some damage. As it looks like Mixwell and Co want to get an early peek in towards top mid, greeted by a nade. A not so friendly neighbor. As OpTic EPICENTER going to push towards underpass. Skadoodle is just going to hold towards top mid. Not a lot of fear in his heart. As this Famas will clean up one frag. Nice tap onto the second until Freiburg's P250 finds a home. And this round is looking pretty easy, swimmingly for C9 as they'll pick up their 8th round. And here you have it. You're right. The long-awaited rifle round for OpTic Gaming. The op will come out for Alu. And rifles and full utility for the rest of his teammates.
Ten to 8. OpTic still working off of the advantage they had in the CT side. Let's see if they can make something good of this T side in particular. Bomb will get dropped, not committing. We've got T side players moving in towards the default, B centered. One player also in Palace expecting aggression to come in from Cloud9. You know, the Cloud9 kind of took that pretty hard when OpTic tried the Palace push, but Cloud9 themselves are just playing rather reserved. At the very best, just moving into aggressive angles on the sites without overextending too much. It's actually Mixwell who will get kind of cheeky and boost up, taking out Stewie to kick things off to the favor of OpTic. Bomb still up top mid. They have got players setting up for an A-site split. Magisk in particular in Palace and 2 players in Connector. Can split this one on through, backed up by the likes of Freiburg and Alu. Could make this work, but they got time to play with. They've still got a little over a minute on the clock. Mixwell will peek on through. If he gets another frag, then that's just going to be even great for OpTic, and indeed he will find it. 2 kills. They make their way on towards 8. Clean sight. They have got to deal with Rush, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's a 1 versus 5 essentially for the man. Could drop Freiburg. Actually, yes, he does take the bomb out, so buying a lifeline back for Cloud9.
Yeah, Rush just needs to stay alive here. Gets the smoke and will make the jump up towards the top. They're just going to try to get the bomb, get out of here, but they turn their backs. Rush doesn't catch the bomb planner, or bomb carrier, but Automatic certainly will as he swings from stairs. This round, OpTic Gaming dropping the bomb just outside A ramp has made this round just fall into a million pieces, leaving Alu in a 1v3, and that's Automatic and Rush making hero plays. As soon as Rush makes that push, finds that bomb carrier pushing in towards A ramp, Automatic swings. You can see the comms are on point, and that gets Cloud9 their 9th round. And that's just OpTic Gaming, I guess, a little miscalculation.
Indeed, it was a bit of a miscalculation, but Cloud9 also recalculating it to their favor. So, calculators for all today, apparently, here in NACS. 10-9 to the favor of OpTic. Cloud9 now down to, well, pushing OpTic down to a very basic pistol force. We'll take Majors to start things off, but yeah, just very, very quick hit from these pistols to come through. HS does take out Tarek to open up the B side, but they still got to deal with Automatic, who is here out towards short in the AWP in market. Thinking down HS to 2 HP. Will still take another frag, looking for the 3rd man, and 4 on 3 is a man advantage for the OpTic side. Let's get this bomb down, just get a little bit more money. Try to see if they can lock out a few more kills against Cloud9, but a round is very, very unlikely with the current setup. So Skadoodle will approve, double AWP shot. Mixwell and Alu. Freiburg will fall. And there it is, 10 to Cloud9. They even up the scoreline against OpTic.
This is the game of pistols getting damage done and getting bomb plants. I feel like every time pistols have been out, a minimum of 3 players have died on the other team. So, I mean, neither team this entire game, thus, from this moment right now, haven't had a chance to really build a bank. This is the first time we've seen any player over 10K. And that's kind of saying something, considering OpTic Gaming struck 7 rounds together to start the game off. As enough about the past, we'll look towards the future as it's 10-10. Double ops for C9 on their CT side. Skadoodle and Tarek. As we will see OpTic Gaming pick up their own up back out on Alu. As it's going to be some top mid aggression from OpTic Gaming right off the get-go. They'll molly towards Connector. See if anyone from C9 is going to make a play. If not, Flash and go ahead and take the peek. As HS may be in a little bit of a danger zone, the hot seat, as bullets whiz back behind him. A few connect down to 26, and he has fallen all the way off towards underpass and Automatic. Trying to get cheeky with it. That's a popular spray angle, but sometimes it can catch you off as you go under towards good old underpass.
Imagine if he hit that, though. That would have been quite entertaining. I think we'd probably make front page Reddit if he got that spray. But not to be today. HS will still fall on 26. Eventually, Tarek will get into a position where he could take him out in the underpass area. Still on a pick to come through. They're just waiting for that aggression to come out. The B site is well under the control of Cloud9. OpTic do have a minute to go. They have that mid control. They've got options available. I think the only player in any major danger is HS himself pushing in, and Tarek will shut him down for it. Next man also is Majus, very, very close range against Rush. I'm assuming the smoke is covering him off there from that particular angle. Mixwell will push through. Stewie just waiting, hoping for the place to peek, but he will swing out, take down Alu as well. Rush will go falling, but it's still going to be a 4 versus 2. It's still going to be to the favor of Cloud9. The bomb will make its way into App, so OpTic may have been able to sell a fake, but Automatic should hear these footsteps. Or not. Yes, he does. He does hear the flashbang being thrown, and Stewie will rotate to try and support him, but the bomb to get planted, they got 10 seconds to do it. If Automatic gets the skill, yep, round done. Majors has to save. That's going to be Cloud9 taking the lead at 11.
Yeah, normally in towards connector there, you would double swing out of top connector if you plan on pushing towards jungle or trying to put some pressure on towards the A site and fight towards A site. But due to the first player being a rifler, second being an opera of Alu, it's really on Mixwell to go out first and swing. He checks the right side instead of left and gets punished for it, and Alu attempted to get the refrag with the op, but Stewie just did a nice job of shoulder peeking, finding both frags, and that's just one of those situations where it's rough. I mean, you have to pick a side to peek with. The op tries to hold the other one, but can't push up and swing with you, and then spacing gets tossed out the window. So it's going to be a pause from OpTic Gaming. They're starting to sweat. I mean, these two teams have played quite a bit recently. I mean, for online CS sakes, they played 1 BO3 already, 2 in ECS. I still stand corrected. I said ESL Pro League. It was ECS. Chat's always got my back. So becoming more familiar with each other as time goes on. But the C9 double op setup, I'm excited to see how OpTic are going to break it. They get AKs across the board, so they don't have that op pick potential of Alu. We could see them shuffle into an execution as they have 4 smokes and no utility whatsoever on Alu. And he also has no head armor. I mean, one bullet from an M4.
But then again, they have got 2 AKs and 2 AWPs, so I don't think that's OpTic's main concern at the moment. I think they read that Cloud9 have these weapons to their favor. Doesn't surprise me that Alu going to go for that little amount of head armor. I guess he doesn't really have the money to go for it either, so there's also that. But for now, OpTic looking for mid-control. A split looks to be the initial setup, bombing towards ramp. T's making their way into connector palace and ramp itself. They've got 3 to deal with here on the Cloud9 side. Rush, Skadoodle, and Stewie. Freiberg going to get caught off first. That's a nice opening frag. Kate just trying to get the trade, but he's got to catch the player close range, and Stewie, he will be able to find it alongside Mixwell. And looking for his third. Yes, he does. Automatic down. Tarek last man. Probably looking to save, looking in from short to connector. Catch up a T-side player crossing if he can, but yeah, this is not a round that Cloud9 can win. It will be 11th on the board for OpTic. Tarek, just a case of whether he can save the AWP.
Yeah, that's just lovely teamwork from OpTic Gaming. HS calling for that flash, or I think that maybe the teammate towards a ramp just threw it. It flashed perfectly right above connector, blinded both players, and made it easy for HS to find both those frags. That's just how you open up the site. OpTic Gaming, you can tell, although the game's kind of slipped away from them, their communication has not faltered. It's still there, they're still calming, and using what little utility they had. They were mollyless, but they definitely used their flashes to full advantage. As Tarek's going to be able to save the op. We tie things up in 11-11. Jay, make a wish. What's your wish? You're not supposed to tell everyone, but for the sake of...
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't tell you.
But for the sake of it, can you tell everyone?
Sorry?
Just for the sake of it, can you tell everyone, please?
Oh, I wish to go to the Boston Major because it seems like it'll be really funny. It's not going to happen now, is it? So, there we are.
Nice. Well, rip, dude.
RIP. AWP out for both sides here. OpTic have Alu and Skadoodle for his side. M4's AKs, of course, to back it all up into these defaults. See if OpTic can get the drop on Cloud9. Yes, they do, actually. The AWP of Alu catching off Skadoodle. A great start. Stewie can't quite get the frag onto Major. Stays in at 8 HP, but Major does get the wall manger, so it's a 5-on-3. And OpTic, the team play starting to work on free. It's not even team play, it's just individual fragging power from this side. And they are making it work so far. 5-on-3, they can wrap it toward the south. Oh, no scope from Alu, and Freiberg taking Tarek. This is just getting worse and worse for Cloud9. Rush can take Mixwell, but he's left alone. A-site coming on through. Major's kind of trapped off his skill. And yes, he'll be able to land a double on 8 HP. 12 to OpTic.
12 to OpTic, and perhaps a final rifle buy for a little bit for C9 if they lose this round. You gonna put all their eggs in one basket? No, they're not. This is safe from C9. Knowing if they lose this, they'll have to go into a double save. So they are just going to go ahead and half buy. Buy down to 2,500. Get some upgraded pistols. Double scouts. So the tag machines, followed up by the CZs, has come back in popularity with a little bit of utility. This is like, I was trying to find an analogy, but my brain just died. Sucks. Canadian, am I right?
R.I.P. Seaside. R.I.P. HS for that matter. Hello, Tarek. Nice shot. Opener for Cloud9. And if you're going to buy scouts like that, then that is exactly how you need things to kick off for this CT side. AK recovered for Rush, and that could be a serious damage dealer for OpTic. If they're not careful with it, they will lose their first man. They will lose their man advantage. And a lot of aggression coming out. Rush actually going to push up and take Freiburg. This is all falling apart for OpTic. Mixwell will get through, take down Skadoodle. Still going to be a 4 versus 3, though. It's favored to Cloud9.
Rush has armor and an AK now. The bomb is nowhere near his height, so C9 have a chance here to overwhelm with just pure numbers towards the A site before the bomb gets here. As a second molly will get deployed, Automatic's going to go for the long flank. So with 3 members in towards jungle and stairs area, this becomes scary unless you stand in the line of fire. Get sprayed down from Mixwell, so you can see how scared OpTic Gaming are to cross into sight, knowing that C9 heavily rotated towards the A site and a rifle's in their hands. Well, make that 2 at this point. And this will get to default. He'll hold towards the CT spawn, and Alu's going to open it up. Role-playing as a can opener, but Rush will immediately answer back. He's the cannery. As Magisk and Mixwell are both heavily tagged, both down to 30, and the bomb is ticking. No kit, 1 flash. As Magisk Boy's going to try to continue to fight from default, pretty much baiting for Mixwell in this setup.
Shot comes through from Automatic. Mixwell does get the trade back. Rush, however, he's still alive and he's still kicking. 3 kills for him. Will be able to net Cloud9 a 12th. So even up the scoreline once again against OpTic. Got quite close though. I mean, good job on the force buy. You know, those scouts doing good enough, and Rush, of course, with the AK picked up, managed to shut down OpTic players. Make their way in 12 to 12 now. This scoreline getting very even. AWP and AKs will get force bought from OpTic, but Conway still not allowed to build here. Not just going to crumble down as the double AWP comes in from Cloud9 as well. Looking pretty good here for this CT side, I must say. Here.
Looking sharp. Very similar starts to both of their CT sides. This game is as close as it can get, mathematically speaking. Skadoodle gonna find a nice shot in the Mixwell. Now he's gonna flash. Has to help Rush out as he's top balcony, but Rush no longer in need of help as he falls. An Automatic peeks into the molly and finds HS, and it's just Freiburg. A quick play from OpTic, and it all comes down to Skadoodle and CT there. Rush even gets 1 towards balcony, but Skadoodle getting 2 from CT shuts that down. C9 just coming through the smokes and finding the frags. OpTic Gaming's quick play will be shut down, and you can see how hindered their money is here. I mean, 1 player can buy. Well, Freiburg could buy as well, but other than that, I mean, that's 2 AKs. C9 are on 13. It's looking more and more with 2-round loss like they're just going to save here. A half buy, right? Maybe get Magisk to drop some pistols. Freiburg and Magisk can go for armor here, perhaps even HS. So this is going to be pretty much the double scout buy for OpTic Gaming here. Similar to what C9 went for, I'd imagine.
That sucks for OpTic because, you know, they've been on a roll this map so far. This will be their first map victory against Cloud9. At least, you know, recently, in recent times, and facing off online. 13 to 12. Not looking good here for OpTic. They are down to a force buy, so not the half buy that we were expecting, but AK's out for Magisk and Freiburg to be using. Alu, Mixwell, and Freiburg will be here. Looks like they're going to go ahead and pop a few smokes in towards A site. Are they going to try go for the straight up hit, the split in towards A? It looks likely. I mean, there's 2 players towards underpass. They're not in position just yet, but 3 Ts will push out of the ramp. Skadoodle will shut 1 more down. Magisk takes down Stewie to the 4 versus 4, but Skadoodle with the Molotov locking out these Ts, stalling for a little bit of time. He's allowed to get the AWP into position where he can shut down Alu. HS does take Rush back, turn it to a 3 versus 3, but OpTic are tagged, and they still got to deal with a double AWP setup of Cloud9. And as I say that, Freiburg will rotate in towards the B site. It may just be a quick wraparound from OpTic.
See what Tarek does. He's in market, and he's been told there is a potential that they've gotten in towards window room and maybe trying to flank in towards market. So he's aware enough to just go and straight up take the duels towards B apps, knowing that they will peek first. And he is going to post up He's going to hold towards upper B. HS will be the first to come around the corner. And he will be the first to perish. Freiburg going to try to find the angle with his AK, but with 35 seconds, they're running out of options. But keep an eye on Magist. The vent wasn't even broken, but automatic makes it look so easy. Aware that mid was given up, and aware that there's a possibility of a player being there. As Freiburg loses his head towards Skadoodle, as I do a worse job than Auto Director somehow, but C9 on 14, and OpTic Gaming with no cash.
Can't believe you relieved Auto Director of his job, man. He only gets to come out every once in a while. Like, doesn't get to do big tournaments like this very often, you know. It's always down to the likes of Prius and Sapphire to sort us out for them. So let him do his job. Let him do his job. Come on, don't make Auto Director redundant for today. You know,
he's a good
let's
lad.
keep it together. Yeah, he is.
Quiet.
Best friend,
he's
man.
a little quiet, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, mate. 14-12. OpTic. Quick timeout here just to reassess the situation. Cloud9 are one away from that point. So needless to say, a bit of a dire situation for OpTic. They will half buy, force buy, quasi buy, however what you want to say it here, into a few extra pistols, but it's not defined from the T side. The 4 rounds are lost bonus in the next round. Probably going to be looking towards a buy up right there, but for now they've got to contend with Cloud9 and their double AWP setup. Looking pretty dire at the moment for OpTic. They will try to put the bomb in towards the B site. One plant would be great for them at this point in time. Got a little under 2 minutes to go ahead and do that. Utility, double 3 flash in total. I think they already used their smokes. And Major's looking for mid control. Automatic will shut him down. T side looking to push in towards Apps. Tarek gets a follow up onto HS.
Oh, he's going to find a second onto the pistol. Support from Stewie. Again, all too easy from C9 as OpTic Gaming didn't have much to work with. The rifles that come out now, so they're going to be fighting for OT. And with C9 having the double op, OpTic Gaming may go for one of their own. It'll have to be a glass cannon on Alu. We'll see what the decision's going to be. Nope, goes for the AK, gets the armor, gets full utility. So this is OpTic Gaming putting all the eggs, of course, in one basket, as I have to. But going with all the rifles, full trust in the AKs, as OpTic Gaming are just going to be slowing things down here. Settling into a good old default. Besides that peek from Magist, it's flashless, it's pantsless, and now he's dead. As Tarek finds an easy shot in the second op, rings out a Skadoodle. As C9 find the 2 opening picks.
OpTic just peeking into these angles without much assistance from utility or opportunity for trade frags. And Cloud9 are taking full advantage of that. 3-on-5, Freiburg and Alu are tagged to hell. I mean, this does not look good for OpTic. Even Rush getting a bit of a backstab in towards T-spawn. Alu will trade out Freiburg as he does go full into the likes of Stewie, but Rush is right here to shut down the last man. It's all on Freiburg. Oh, sorry, Mixwell, excuse me. Freiburg, well. Mixwell, a 1 versus 3. Does take down Rush. And now he's got to find 2 more here against Cloud9. Automatic is already covering off the angle. The bomb is in Apps, so he has to go towards B. Or he could pick up the bomb and head up towards A site. He's got time with it, play with this, but most logical option would be the B site. Automatic actually holding stack as cover, so actually this could open up an opportunity for Mixwell. Automatic does spot him, though. Ready to receive smoke down. 35 seconds still left for him to play with. We'll pick up the bomb and does decide to head into mid. He's going to challenge Automatic directly. This could be a big mistake here from Mixwell.
Yeah, it comes down to timing. Flashland's behind him. Coming through the smoke. Second flash misses. Automatic spots him. But now Mixwell's in a rough spot. Some would say a pickle. Skadoodle's posted on this cross. Mixwell shut down from Automatic. C9 will pick up the